Team leaders' quiet power plays. Picture this. A meeting ends, decisions are made, and you leave feeling off. You can't put your finger on it, but something shifted, someone won, and it wasn't you. No one raised their voice. No one threw a punch. Yet power moved silently through the room, like a shadow you didn't see coming. Welcome to the world of team leaders' quiet power plays, subtle moves, calculated steps, shaping your work, your choices, maybe your whole career. Stay with me. By the end, you'll spot these plays a mile away, and maybe, just maybe, use them yourself. Here on Psych Unveil, we pull back the curtain on manipulation, at work, in management, in classrooms, at home. Today, we're diving deep into the hidden playbook of team leaders. Not the loud ones, barking orders, but the quiet ones, the ones who don't need to shout to get what they want. These moves? They're not in leadership books. They're all around you. Here's the kicker. Once you see them, you can't unsee them. Let's break it down. First up, control without confrontation. Imagine this. A leader never says, "Do this," but somehow, you're doing it anyway. How? They pull invisible strings. It starts with questions, soft ones, sly ones. What do you think about taking this on? Innocent, right? Wrong. They've watched you. They know you can't say no. They've clocked your need to please, your fear of looking lazy. Now picture a deadline. It's looming. They don't demand overtime, they just sigh, "I wish we had more time." Suddenly, you're staying late. Your choice? Not really. That's a power play, wrapped in a whisper. Psychologists call it social framing. They set the scene, you fill the blank thinking it's your idea. Then, next meeting, they praise you, you really stepped up. Now you're hooked. Your effort? It's their leverage. Actionable tip number 1. Next time someone asks a harmless question, pause. Ask yourself, what's the end game? If they're steering, flip it back, what's your take? Watch them squirm when the strings don't pull. Ever heard this? A tech manager, never named, dropped hints about team players in casual chats. Within a month, her team worked 60-hour weeks, no memo, no complaints. They thought they chose it. That's silence over screams. Now, flip it, selective silence. Ever notice? Some leaders stay quiet in a debate. You think they're neutral, maybe weak. Then, the final call? It's exactly what they wanted. Here's how. They let the room exhaust itself. Arguments flare. Egos clash. They watch. They clock who's stubborn, who's persuadable, who's burning out. Then, perfect moment, clock ticking, they drop one line. "I think option B makes sense." That's it. No fight. But their silence? It's heavy. It's a sniper shot in a war zone of noise. Not random. Studies, like Harvard's, show quiet leaders often win more. Why? Scarcity breeds value. Less words, more weight. Actionable tip number 2. Next meeting, watch the quiet one. Count their words versus their wins. Letting? Try it. Hold back, let others tire, drop your move when they're desperate. Chess, not checkers. Picture a poker game, bluffing, tossing chips, sweating. The quiet player? Cards hidden. One bet, table folds. That's your leader. Your decisions? The chips. Harder to spot, the mask of humility. A leader says, "I'm no expert," or, "You know this better." Disarming? A trap. They're not weak, they're weaponizing vulnerability. You relax. You open up. You overshare. They collect ammo. Think about it. Flaws make you trust. It's the pratfall effect, imperfection hooks you. But for them? It's a power grab. You spill ideas, frustrations, secrets, all because they're just like you. Next thing, your idea's on the table, they're presenting it. "We came up with this," they smile. You nod. confuse with the humble one. Actionable tip number 3. When they downplay, don't overshare. Mirror them, stay vague. They push? Redirect. I'm no expert either, what's your gut? Reclaim the board. Ever had a boss take your work, make it a compliment? Not a fluke. A play. More coming, stick around. Zoom out. The long game of loyalty. Quiet leaders don't just win meetings, they win people. They remember your kid's birthday. Ask about your weekend. Bring coffee, just because. Small stuff? Big moves. Deposits in the trust bank. Months, years, building debt you don't see. Then they cash it. Your vote, your silence, your extra hours. You don't say no, they've been nice. Not kindness. Currency. Cialdini's influence calls it reciprocity, we repay favors. They exploit it. Actionable tip number 4. Track the favors. Too nice, too often? Mental ledger. They call it in? Don't guilt trip, negotiate. Love to help, but I'm swamped, can we split it? Smart, not rude. Wild part. Some don't even know they're doing it. Instinct. The best? It's art. Your boss, which one? So, what's the reveal? Quiet leaders wield power, invisible strings, selective silence, fake humility, loyalty traps. Not tricks, tools. Now yours. Next meeting, watch. Spot the moves. Test the tips. Truth is, understanding manipulation protects you, levels the field, maybe tilts it. Like this hack? Hit subscribe. Psych Unveil decodes it all: work, management, education, parenting. Comment. Sneakiest play you've seen? We'll dig deeper next time. See you there.